we go again.
Hey, it's Kennedy, my brother from another mother.
What's good, bro?
Happy New Year, man. When do you stop saying Happy New Year?
I think after January, because it's like if I haven't seen you, I mean, it depends on who it is too. Because I think if I see you in February and I haven't seen you since the New Year, I might still say it. But yeah, it's definitely after January is kind of where I would go with it.
I think about listen. I'm gonna cut it after this week, MLK weekend. By then, that's it though. That's 2 weeks you've been getting told or being told Happy New Year. That's enough, man. 2 weeks into an MLK, that's it though, man. You still got your Christmas tree up?
Nah. Christmas tree. It's actually funny you asked that because this was I've had my tree for quite a long time, and this was the year that I got rid of my tree. So next year we'll get a new tree.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of. I ain't gonna say it was sentimental because it was like this Christmas season was weird anyway. Like it just I knew a lot of people that said it didn't feel like Christmas. You know what I'm saying? And typically I'm super duper festive. Now I did dress the part. Like I think I went through all my Christmas fits over December, and I listened to Christmas music or whatever like that. Definitely not like how I would normally. I even think that's why the Christmas song was so dreary. You know what I'm saying? And people felt that like it was just like, man, this really don't feel like Christmas. So yeah.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest. I was listening to the Christmas song 2 days ago. Very, I'm not gonna say very underrated. Maybe because it was that with Christmas actually going on and everything, right? I Dope song, bro. Very, very dope song. I know we've said it before,
Yeah.
but when I went back and listened to it though, man, and watched the video again, I was just like, yeah. It's one of them ones though, bro, man. But now I think that it was real dope for me. I think one of the things that was real cool about Christmas this time around, in particular, is that I think that we basically Christmas was very much all about. We only got so it's like y'all got little ones, right? And you got a bunch of for us, it's just Landon, and Landon is the only child, I guess, and he's a big 15, but he's the only child. So I think that this particular year, I think that the focus was primarily, and when I say primarily, I mean like 85% of the focus was on Landon. And it was cool because, that's kind of how it should be. I think for us, one of the things that is a little different for me for the holidays is that, because we've been together for so long before Landon, I think that it's always been one of those things where, we have been able to have good Christmases where it's like, okay, it's gift giving between the adults all the way up until, Landon. So it was real cool to just have him completely showered, though, man, and he was loving it. I laughed too, man, because I think that on Christmas, by like later on that morning, man, he's on there with with all of his partners. They had a whole little video conference going on, showing everything what they want. And I know that I'm getting old and he getting old because it was like one of those times where it's like Christmas asked were money, shoes, and clothes, basically, though. And I think that for him in particular, one of the things that was a little different is that, he had basically, because last year he had broke his foot, and he's, 100% healed from that and everything, but we haven't really did like the normal, he was wearing sweats basically. So I mean, the sweatpants all like it felt like he had like 100 pair of sweats, so bro. And so I think that one of the things that was interesting about it is that we were able to finally go ahead and get him to be dressing though, man. So, but when he did his conference call with the homeboys though, and they was all showing what they got, it was real funny though, man. Real dope.
That's dope, man. Yeah, man. Internet got kicked off over here for a whole minute. But no, I agree with you about the Christmas song, man. I have listened to it a couple. Like Charlie really liked the song, and I was super impressed with the video. The kids though, super spoiled, man. I think they got most of the stuff that they wanted. Everybody was like really thrilled with what they got. So it was a dope Christmas experience. But when I say it didn't feel like Christmas, it was just like something just felt off and different. Like, it was a weird, really weird feeling. And I'm one of those people that I'm not necessarily, I don't like getting to Christmas Day, because once Christmas is here, then it's over. I like the season.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I'm
right.
one of those that, like, I like watching the Christmas movies. I don't care how goofy and sappy they are. Like, I like that whole experience, like the moment Thanksgiving hits, like that season. I like that.
Yep.
And I'm obviously, I get excited about Christmas Day because I'm excited for everything that everybody gets, but it's also like still the anticipation through it, and Christmas shopping and getting that last minute gift and gift wrapping, like the whole season. Even in my office, we did, like, Dirty Santa, and we had our little office Christmas parties and stuff like that. That just the whole thing. That's what I'm about. So getting to Christmas Day was a little depressing, just because it's like, man, it's here now, it's over.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think that part of that is probably the reason why I still got my Christmas tree up. I still got my Christmas decorations on up though, man. I'm like I said, I think that it's funny to me. I always laugh because Landon, you and I still would do that. All right, what you get for Christmas? You know what I'm saying? Whatever, whatever. I can still tell it didn't quite have the same old feel that it would have. That you and I would still be giddy still about. All right, we gave. Well, what did they say about it when you gave it to them, and that whole thing. But I think that the one thing that I was happy for you though, in particular, is that y'all still got babies out there though, man. So I'm still a ways away from having the little ones out there though, man. So but no, Christmas was cool. I think the one thing that was interesting too is that even New Year, for New Year, we wound up for New Year's Eve, we kind of was low key. We didn't do very much. And I think that we went to church service on New Year's Eve. That was real dope. And then we had snow just the other day, which was epic because I think that we had some snow a couple of different times that I remember out here. So like 9 years ago, we had our big snowmageddon. And then I remember also, maybe that's around the same time or whatever though, but I remember when Landon was like 6, 5, 6, I think maybe 6, no earlier than 7. We had some snow, and maybe this is our snowmageddon time. But I remember us having a big snowball fight out in my old neighborhood, and so that was pretty cool to get on out this time around. Have some throw some snowballs around, man. Try to build the snowman. It was real cool though, man. It was low key, but after Christmas still was a good way to kind of ease on into the new year though, man.
Yeah, New Year's Eve, bro. Typically, I'm out singing. And I had an arrange. I was gonna go because we had a gig out like 3 hours away, and I was gonna go, but I was just like, man, I gotta marry somebody the next day. Plus they had rehearsal on New Year's Eve. So I was just like, man, and then plus, being away that far with Sarah's stuff, I was just like, let me go on pass. So, bro, 11:45, I woke up to make sure everybody else was up. We couldn't wake Sarah up. She was gone. So me,
Mm.
Charlie, and Carly just had our little bubbly drink and rung it on in, and then I went right on back to sleep, bro. So very, very low key Christmas, New Year's Eve for me. Like, I ain't even watched none of the rocking New Year's Eve parties on TV, like none of that. Like, just this whole season was just different.
Well, let me ask you this though. So now, since you are Mr. Sneakers and amongst other things, now that Christmas is over with, and you know what you didn't get, tell me about the first cops of this year.
Oh man, I got them icy white Jordan 11s, bro. And
Oh,
here's the thing, I've never owned those before, you know what I'm saying? And so I don't even know why it was like a big deal to get them this time, but I saw the blue bottom and I had to have them, bro, and they fire. They fire. Like, I got the fits ready. I already wore one of them. I just got the baby blue hoodie in, so I got the all white and baby blue North Carolina that I'm gonna put that on with. So yeah, those, and but the next cops that is a must. I finally got to see in person the velvet bread 11s.
mm.
I know no other dude would wear them, which is another reason why I want to get them. because I know I'm gonna be the only one that has them, and they fire, bro. In person, they sick.
For somebody that have the shoe game that you have, and
Mhm.
to be as drippy as you do, because you always have the occasions to put it on. I very rarely see you post the drip.
I don't, because so here's the thing. I don't see. I dress for me, right? I dress for me, and I feel like sometimes doing that is a little showy. And I don't. And here's the thing: I don't necessarily have a problem when people do it, but for me, it feels different. Like there's sometimes that I'm like, I'm really feeling myself, and I'm like, nah, I gotta capture the moment.
You got to capture this one.
Yeah, yeah. So it's spontaneous, but I don't want to come across as brag, because I know I'm blessed, bro. You know what I'm saying? I get paid a lot of money to do a little work. You know what I'm saying? And I love my job. I love the people I work with. But at the same token, uh, I don't want it to come off as a braggadocious thing. Like if you see me with it, then you see me with it, then you know what comes with it. But I ain't trying to just be out like, yeah, just like on
I
Facebook.
laugh too, and the reason why